Hi guys, and welcome back for some more Creativerse. And today we are back on my collaborative world, and I am building a playground. If you didn't see it in the title, that's what we're building today, a playground. It's kind of to finish off this little park area that is in my underground world, of course. And right now I'm trying to figure out how to make a merry-go-round. And you'll see I try many things and I finally come to what I like. This is not it. I do figure it out. I've never built one of these before in this world or anywhere in Creativerse, and so yeah, first time doing this. So I kind of had an image in my mind and I thought, let's just try some different things. So I started out with the slabs, the stone slabs and block, and then the iron bars. And the iron bars, of course, don't connect to the slabs. You can't really tell unless you're really looking at that end, but that wasn't what the problem was for me with it. I just felt like it didn't look like what I wanted it to look like, what I thought in my mind as a merry-go-round. You know, if growing up as a kid, I'm sure you have played on one of these things. Not me. I don't like things that spin. Ever since I was little, don't like them. So, but I can remember being around them, and at first I struggled a little bit trying to figure out what I wanted to do. But then I kind of figure it out. It just kind of pops in my mind to use something else here, which you're going to see in just a few moments. First of all, the problem I was having with this was that it was a box. It was a square. It wasn't, you couldn't make it round. I was trying to figure out how I could make it round, and I was trying. I couldn't think of I couldn't come up with what I wanted to use. So I got kind of frustrated, so I went and started putting lights under the ground and kind of putting up dirt patches, with the lights underneath it. I thought, let me just leave this for a minute. That's how I do. If I get stuck on something, I leave for a moment, and then I come back and I try something else. So I came back and tried the iron steps for a hot second, and I was like, nope, that is not going to work for me at all. So I decided not to do that. Then I think I tried the iron gate fence, and that didn't work. It was not it was not really the bars. I think it was the stone slabs is what ultimately I had the issue with. So then here I just decided to start all over. The idea has come to me to try maybe some adobe slopes, so I kind of, put that together, and I actually left the base of the original merry-go-round up just in case this wasn't going to work. I did a really small one. Sometimes it helps me figure things out by working on a smaller scale and then see if that works, and so that did, and so I end up tearing up the rest of this merry-go-round and figured out that it was way too big, so I kind of shrunk it down a little bit. I used the blue and the red adobe slopes and kind of made a little checkered kind of pattern. I just was using them mainly for the color, and then I put the slabs, blue adobe slabs around it in kind of a cross shape, and and brought that out a little bit. And I used just regular adobe slabs to mix up the coloring, and then in the center I used the iron bars for like a handle to hold onto in the center. Some merry-go-rounds have that, and then on the ends of each point I put the iron bars, and I'm pretty happy with that. But then I go in trying a couple of things to kind of connect those bars together. And I like that, so I go ahead, I add a little bit more, and then I realize it's too much. They start connecting to each other, so you can't do too much, or else they'll be just a glob of iron bars. So once I was happy, mostly happy with that, I decided to go on. Originally, I was going to build a swing set here. This turns into a jungle gym instead. I'm just using iron fence and using that for the whole entire thing. Just to me, it looked like a jungle gym when she put it together like this. And yeah, that's what super easy and quick that I did there. In some more lights, because you know me and my lights, I've got to have lots of light. Can't see. I'm blind. So then the next thing I decide I'm going to do is build a swing set, but I didn't know really where to put it because I was getting a little crowded for space, and I still am going to move the wall behind here where I'm building the swing set. I'm going to move that back. I just had some glitch problems with blowing up that wall. It didn't want to blow up with my extractor, so I have to do it by hand. What a pain in the ass, I know. But so that's why I waited. So I'm just going to build the swing set, and then later I will go in and remove that wall, push it back and make it bigger. So here I'm doing the slide. I decided to use the wood roofs and wood wall, I think it is, and the wood ladder for the slide part. And then I'm using the wood fence to go across the top. Well, I started with the fence, I took that down, and I'd use the slabs, and then I use the wall, and then I go back to the slabs. I'm all over the place, guys. I can't make up my mind with the wood stuff, but I eventually settle on the wood slabs, as you'll see here in just a few seconds or minutes, whatever. Yeah, I will end up with the wood slabs, and it looks really nice. So there I have the frame of it built. I thought for a minute I would make it, I think I do make it wider actually, yeah I do. At the top I make it 2 by 2, and that makes it look a little thicker. And here I'm putting in some more lights. But I am getting ready to do this swing part, and I try a couple things. First I try the iron bars and stone slab. I think it's a stone slab, or maybe it's the adobe slab. It's the stone slab, adobe slab, whatever. I try, and it looks way huge. I was like, nope. I was just thinking of the swing with the straight bottom, and I was like, it just looked really weird, so I wasn't happy with that. But again, I'm frustrated. Not frustrated. I just get stuck, so I move on to something else, like lights. Lights are easy. You can just dig up the ground, put the lights in, and cover it over with some slabs or whatever you use. But I figured under a swing you would have like a dirt patch. It's always bald. You don't usually have a lot of grass there, so that's why I went with the dirt there. So then after I did that, I had this idea, well, stairs. How about a stair? I try 3 stairs, and that looks really silly. And so then I try one. I put it up too high, so then I put it down, and it works. And I was like, oh, stone stairs, no. How about adobe? I did think I tried bedrock for a second, but I end up with that blue adobe stair, and I think that looks really cute. Actually looks like a baby swing. It reminds me of one of the little baby swings that you put a little toddler in. But anyways, so I'm pretty happy with all of that. Now I'm just going to be going in and putting in some more lights in the ground and covering them over to make it look like dirt patches. In the end, I will be putting more weeds and shrubs and dead grass all around this whole world down here. So a lot of the dirt will get kind of covered over with that stuff, so it'll look a lot better than just these bald spots. So there won't be as many bald spots. There I was just removing some of the wall to see if it would look better, and it definitely does. So I've got a lot of wall to remove over there. Now I'm just going in and putting up lights and finishing some of the parts I hadn't finished yet with the iron bars and the stone block wall. And yeah, I really like how this area has come out a lot. It really just adding the little playground, the swing, and the merry-go-round and jungle gym made it look more of like a park area. Then I decided to put little benches in. I think I do that on the other side, and then I do come over here. Right here I'm just kind of sectioning off the divide between the stone walkway and the grassy area, just kind of making it like a park area, I guess. I don't know. It's what my park would look like, I guess. And of course I was off. I can't do a video without something being off by 1 or 2 blocks. So now I'm just checking things out and again fixing the lights, because why not? Now I'm putting in a little bit of furniture, just some chairs and tables, seeing what looks best. Do I like the wood or the obsidian? I end up with the stone chairs or the wood table. And then I put in these little corner sections that kind of enclose the tree area with the table and chairs under it. So it's kind of enclosed a little bit. I really like how this came out. Now I'm just putting in the flower pots, and I didn't like them there by themselves, so I put the iron bars around it and kind of encloses it, like puts it in a cage kind of thing that you see like trash cans and trees and parks like that. So that's what I'm doing there. And later I will I will be putting the dead grass again and shrubs and stuff inside the pot, so there will actually be something in. I'm saving all that garnishing, I want to call it, for the end. Now I am putting up the putting up the table here. A long while ago when I did this area, I wanted this like a little sitting lookout area over the little side street and haunted house over there. So I was just fixing all of this up and putting it down. The chair and the tables wouldn't sit flat on it because of the way the slab fell, so I had to redo them so that I could make them sit but yet still have lighting. So I ended up ripping all of that out and redoing it, and I like how this ends up being with the stone block wall and iron bars. And then I put down the obsidian table and chairs and some flower pots. Or flower planters, excuse me. There we go. Now I decide that we're going to have some bench seating here, so I just use the wood steps and wood wall or wood floor there and wood slabs to make a little bench seating area. I do it in this section and then over here. And that completes this area. I have just a little bit of things that I have to do, and I'm saving to the very end of this world when I have all of the builds down here done. Then I will go in and do all the dead grass and all that stuff. So I can't wait till that all will see what that will be like when that's all done. So I think that's going to be it. I'm just kind of showing you a little bit of closer up areas of the areas here. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.